Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Pro podcast. How are we doing this evening? My name is, as per usual, Bobby effin Salastar. And welcome to the first podcast of a 3-day stint here on the Nerdic Pro podcast YouTube channel. As obviously tonight is episode and week number 196 of Nerdic Pro Weekly. Tomorrow will be the return of our Canadian friend, our very good friend out in Canada, the co-president of Island Pro Wrestling, based on Prince Edward Island in the great nation of Canada, of Justin Summers, who is, of course, a part of the Nerdic Pro podcast team as well. Absolutely delighted to have Justin Summers back here on the Nerdic Pro podcast tomorrow. That takes place at 7:30 p.m. Atlantic time and 11:30 p.m. UK time. I did put out a list of times for the American time zones, the Canadian time zones, obviously, as well as the British summertime time zone as well. And if anyone is outside of the US, Canada, the UK, or Greenwich Mean, not Greenwich Mean Time at the minute, British summertime at the minute, and if you want to know when you can watch the podcast live, please do send in a message to the Nerdic Pro podcast Facebook page, and then we'll get back to you very swiftly. And if you're unsure what time it'll be starting in your specific time zone, then we will let you know. Also, this coming Tuesday, myself and this gentleman have been working and have been saying to each other about coming on the Nerdic Pro podcast for a while. Co-host of the Good Cop, Bad Cop podcast, good friend of mine, the magnificent Matt Lewis, good friend of mine from down at CXW and CPW, as well as ORW and GPW based down in Clacton, Clacton on Sea. So that's 3 podcasts in 3 days. And and depending on what time the August Wrestle Crates turn up, it may be 4 if they turn up within this coming week, as they're being shipped on Tuesday. Should have been shipped yesterday, but obviously with it being a bank holiday weekend, well, they normally ship everything on the 24th of every month or the following working day. Is it the 24th today? It should have been, the 23rd. Sorry. So it should have been shipped yesterday, but with it being a bank holiday weekend, I can obviously understand them not shipping it until Tuesday. So depending on how long the Royal Mail take to deliver, there may be 4 podcasts in the space of the week. So today I'm here to show you guys. Part of the reason why I'm here is to show you guys a recent. I can't even speak. Right, so a recent purchase of mine from Titan Cards Limited, I believe they're called. Quite a reputable collector's cards selling company, which mainly specify in Pokemon, I believe. I've brought 12 cards from them, one of which being a mystery one. You guys will find out at the exact same time that I do what card is actually in this said packet, as I'm still yet to open it. Not gonna lie, they all look pretty bloody cool. Some of these are Japanese cards, are Japanese Pokemon cards, whereas the rest of them are English. whereas the rest of them are English. So yeah, that's just one of the English ones, and then one of the Japanese ones as well. So hang on. Let me show you them properly, and let me go in order. So this one is again, I'm going to say it again, I think they all look pretty cool. This one, if you can all see it, is a Leafron U-Star card, which I think is very, very nice looking. And like, they all come in like a little protector thing as well. Like, if you can see this little plastic thing around the side, I think that looks pretty cool. And then this next one is a Heatran UMAX Astral Radiance card. Again, yeah, I think the actual Pokemon looks pretty good. And then like the actual card itself, you know, blending in like with a load of colours and everything, I think looks pretty cool. So yeah. And then like, I want to save this mystery one till last. As you know, they do say save the best till last. Then this third one is a Bolton UMAX Fusion Arts card. And yeah, like, I don't know whether or not you can tell, but you can see the HP points. Like, it comes with HP points, loads of other stats and statistics as well for the actual Pokemon. I personally don't play Pokemon cards or Pokemon games or anything. I'm literally now getting into the market of collecting all this sort of stuff as well. As for those of you that have seen the video that was released a couple of days back here on YouTube, I brought like a load of these mini. That worked, didn't it? I brought a load of these mini WWE Funko Pops, or as they're known as Bitty Pops, I think. So yeah, so yeah, like, oh my days, that works, doesn't it? Right, turn you the right way around. So yeah, like over the past sort of like month and a half, it's sort of been when I've been collecting things. As you know, I've never been a collector or anything beforehand, and like I now want to sort of, you know, start collecting things that I'm interested in, i.e., wrestling, you know, Pokemon, Power Rangers, that sort of stuff. So yeah, like I am looking at the minute a couple of like little mini action figures on Amazon of Power Rangers as well. So yeah, plus as well, like I've got like a load of stuff upstairs, like in my bedroom, like in a wrestle crate box. I put everything that I got in July's wrestle crate into said wrestle crate box, as well as like a few other bits and pieces that I've got. And yeah, who's this? Richie! Wagwan! Hello, my friend. So yeah, so far these 3 cards actually look pretty good. So yeah, so this next one is a Glacian UMAX ultra rare card thing. So yeah, again, really good. So yeah, really good looking. So yeah, and then what go on next? There's a couple more of the Japanese cards. So this one is a Dreadnought UMAX card. And it's a Champions Path card as well. So yeah. Again, very good looking. So yeah, I think this one is probably like my favourite one, like out of the lot. And yeah, so this is, I can't actually pronounce it. I believe it's pronounced Kyurem. Like another Umax fusion card. So yeah, like it's like a dragon thing that has like a pointy spear type face. I don't know whether or not you can see that properly. And yeah, so that's it for the Japanese ones. And yeah, then now getting into the English ones. There's one, two, three, four, five of these. So this one is a Magnezone, I think it's pronounced. SWSH11, it's known as. So I think that's the code for the actual card. And yeah, so, and then this one is a Rotom V card. Nice little orange pointy head thing. So yeah. And then this one is a Chestnut V card, which is also a Pokemon TCG Silver Tempest card as well. So yeah. This one is a Ditto V card, which is a Shining Fates card as well. It's got obviously Ditto, little purple blob looking thing. Don't know why, but Ditto always reminds me of Chowder from the program Chowder. Do you remember that on Cartoon Network from years and years ago? So yeah, don't know why, considering he looks nothing like Chowder, but yeah. This one is again probably not another one of my favourites out of the cards that I got. A Drapion Pokemon TCG Vivid Voltage card. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, again, I got all these off of Titan Cards on online. You can go look at their website, everything literally on Google, Titan Cards. And yeah, I can't actually remember how much I spent on all these, but it wasn't fuck all, like from what I remember. They got here on Friday morning, but I was traveling up to Bradford for a show on Friday, and I got back home earlier on, and yeah, so yeah, so now time to open the mystery card. Again, you lot will be finding out at the exact same time as me what the actual card is. If I can get the shitting thing open. Yeah, right. Oh, this hasn't got a fucking protector. Oh, there's a few of them. There's more than one. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. All right. These are all in. These are all in. They're all in Japanese, and so yeah. Unfortunately, I don't speak Japanese, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of research into these to actually know what they actually are. So yeah, I'll show off what they are. So yeah, I've got this one. I think these are like power-up cards. I think. Again, the Pokemon card players. Again, I don't play Pokemon. I already got these like to start off a little mini collection. And yeah, whatever this thing is. So yeah, and then this looks like a shit with pebbles on it. So wearing a Jamaican styled reggae hat. So yeah. Again, multicolored 3D card. Again, whatever it is. And yeah, so and then whatever this one is as well. So yeah. So yeah, not gonna lie, these all look pretty fine and dandy. So yeah, these will certainly stay within the collection. Well, I say stay in the collection. I mean start the collection off, as I don't actually own anything Pokemon up until now. So yeah, these will join these little mini Funko Pops that I brought. So this is one of four sets that I brought off Amazon. So yeah, like there is a video up here on YouTube that I uploaded a couple of days ago. I think it was on Thursday or Wednesday, one of the two. Again, free to watch here on the Nerdic Pro podcast YouTube channel. Yeah, of me going through all these, and yeah, so that is that. So yeah, so that's the Pokemon side of things done. So yeah, let's talk a bit about wrestling now, then, shall we? So yeah, for those of you that don't know, I referee wrestling in England. I had a show this past, I say this past Saturday, yesterday, as a matter of fact, up in Shipley in Bradford for Kingdom Wrestling. My first time up there since January. I hadn't been offered to go back since, but unfortunately, I've already been booked elsewhere. And yeah, so I am aiming to get back within the next month or two for Kingdom. So yeah, as they are a good company, they're also a charity-based company as well. And yeah, so they run groups for kids who are at risk of being permanently excluded from school. They run women's self-defense classes. They run their own academy. They run men's mental health groups, etc. Excuse me. And yeah, so like they do like a fair old bit for the community and everything. And they run out of St. Peter's Church on Moorhead Lane in Shipley, in northwestern Bradford. And yeah, so yeah, and yeah, so that was so yesterday was an academy show which featured a couple of the up and comers of Kingdom Wrestling. Their first time, some of them was the first time match. Others, one of their first matches that they'd had. And yeah, so I think the show went great. And yeah, I think if they, like a few of them, like if they kept at it, for a couple of more years, then they could easily be working, most weeks and everything. But yeah, so tomorrow, on the other hand, tomorrow, I am back in Sheringham for a 1 o'clock showtime for Big Top Wrestling Promotions on Lifeboat Plane in Sheringham here in Norfolk. Literally just outside the Oddfellows Hall in Sheringham, just outside the Crown pub and just outside the beer garden of the back of the Wyndham Arms pub. Obviously, all in Sheringham, just off Sheringham High Street, literally where the Lobster pub is. You go down the road, like there's a road going behind the Lobster. You go down there. You'll come up to the Oddfellows Hall, and as soon as you take that turn round behind the Lobster, you'll automatically see the Oddfellows Hall. You'll automatically see the wrestling ring, obviously the Crown on the left-hand side, the beer garden of the Wyndham Arms on the right-hand side. And yeah, so that is a free show, as it is in a public space as well. So it's a free show. Bank holiday Monday as well. So if you're not doing anything, tomorrow, Monday, August the 26th, 2025, showtime is at 1 p.m. UK time. This show will be featuring, obviously, Moir as the ref on the show. It will also be featuring the star of the Deadpool and Wolverine film, of the Blob, one half of the UK Pitbulls of the Bulk, in 6-man tag team action alongside Ace Mischief and the Alpha Athlete C.W. Davis, as well as Rip Parker, the Hero Slayer, the Rip Roaring Rip Parker, taking on the winner of the 2023 Combat Zone Wrestling CZW Tournament of Death, Big Effin' Joe, as well as a match for the East Anglian Championship. The hardest man in Norwich, the hardest man in all of East Anglia, Joe Banger Bell, will be defending his big top East Anglian title against Jack Landers. I literally couldn't think about who he was facing then. There will also be a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal to crown the King of Sheringham. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, as well as a few more matches that will be released tomorrow. That will, you'll be seeing tomorrow. So, yeah, as I say, free show in Sheringham tomorrow afternoon, Monday the 26th of August, 2025, on Lifeboat Plane in Sheringham, just outside the Oddfellows Hall, just outside the Crown, and just around the back of the beer garden of the Wyndham Arms. So, yeah. Food and beverages will be being served in takeout form by the Wyndham Arms, as well as the Crown. Well, food, takeout style food will be being served by the Wyndham Arms. So, yeah, obviously you can get all your refreshments from the Wyndham Arms as well as the Crown as well. So, yeah, don't say that British wrestling doesn't ever give you anything. So, yeah. So, yeah, that will be a very good show tomorrow. And, yeah. Well, it's been one fucking busy week for me this week, and I have literally not had the chance to watch much wrestling whatsoever. I am literally going to watch this week's Raw, this week's SmackDown now, and then get myself ready for tomorrow. As obviously I've got the Big Top show that I'm riffing on tomorrow, got the podcast tomorrow evening with Justin Summers from Canada, excuse me, who will be making his triumphant return to the Nerdic Pro podcast. Yeah, to speak about IPW Canada's upcoming show on, I believe, the 6th of August, I believe. Yeah, so, and then obviously this Tuesday, my apologies, the magnificent Matt Lewis from the Good Cop, Bad Cop podcast from ORW, GPW based down in Clacton, as well as CXW and CPW based down in Braintree. Will be making his way onto the Nerdic Pro podcast, as well as, I can't actually remember the date, but I believe it's the 5th of September. I believe it's the 5th. Another returning face to the Nerdic Pro podcast will be James Harris, who made an appearance here on the Nerdic Pro podcast a few months back. He had requested to come back on to the Nerdic Pro podcast to help hype up a show he was going to be helping promote over in the United States. More on that will be released within the next few days on that podcast and on that show as well. So, some big things coming out here on the Nerdic Pro podcast very soon. So, I'm also currently uploading as we speak. Whether or not it's uploaded fully since I came live 27 minutes and 2 seconds ago, there is another hotel review currently being uploaded. And then there will be some more vlogs, like some vlog sort of style stuff of the Salah Star as a Brit Rest ref going up soon as well. Be sure to stay tuned in for all that. So, But that hotel that I stayed in Bradford this past weekend that I literally checked out of about 12 hours ago. Excuse me. It's a place called Check In 24/7. Spelled CHECKKINN 247. Check them out on booking.com. I would very much recommend staying there. Not very often I'd say that about anywhere in Bradford, out of all places. But, check in at 24/7. I would very much recommend staying at, as it's a really nice place. I do normally stay in the Ibis in Shipley, but it was literally like 60, 70 quid more than that check-in place would have cost. And like the Ibis in Shipley is normally dirt cheap. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Pro podcast. Well, when I'm next back up in Bradford, I will try and book the Ibis hotel, and then I'll do a review of the Ibis, as I've stayed there a few times now, whenever I've been up in Bradford for Kingdom. Maybe I might start doing a few reviews here on the Nerdic Pro YouTube channel and get everyone else, i.e. Richie, i.e. Stuart, i.e. the Tommies, Tommy Rump and Tommy Lambert, even Justin from way out in Canada, to see if, the Canadians do anything to us Brits, to see if they all fancy doing it, as well as Ian and Kaysen, who's also out in Canada at the minute as well. And anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Pro podcast, I've got wrestling to watch. I've got more Pokémon cards to buy. I've got more wrestling stuff to buy. I've got stuff to do. I've got stuff to plan out. I've got a show tomorrow. I've got a bed that I miss upstairs that I've not slept in for a couple of nights because I've been up in Bradford. But a show, and I can literally hear it calling my name. And wish I'd have thought about doing one while I was away last week. Well, Richie, you've been away twice in the last, 2 months. So, you should have done, you plum. So, I don't know, whether it be a hotel review or bloody, a restaurant cafe review, or, a review about, about rocks. Has anyone ever reviewed rocks on YouTube? Stones, a grain of sand, a 1 pence, that I've literally just found on my desk in the living room. You never know. So, yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, why do people ring me when I'm fucking live and what have you? Just fucking had to hang the phone up to my boss. So, yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the Nerdic Bro podcast, I'm going to need to go because this person's not going to fucking start ringing me if not. So, yeah. My name has been, as per usual, Bobby effing Salastar, and I shall be seeing you all later. Goodbye.